We are live. Woo! Yay! Oh, careful. Yeah, don't get too excited. How are we all and how are things going? Just checking out who is already in the house. My goodness, we've had heaps already. Everybody's been getting in nice and early. Can you all hear me? And cheers for being with me. How's the audio, guys? Can we hear me all good? I am just going to sneak back here, right back to the beginning. And NZ Dirt Pirate says, g'day, big congrats. Thanks, NZ Dirt Pirate. Hopefully you're back in the chat now. Jade's Adventures is here. Thanks for the super chat, buddy. EDC Middleman is in the house. Strange As. Mick Ellis. Who else have we got? Phil with 2 L's. Mad Kiwi. Digger Mike's in the house. Who else have we got? The Sluices are in the house. G'day. Maybe a bit late. All good, mate. We'll see you when we see you. Where's my little toggle gone? Cheers, Mad Kiwi and Digger Mike for the super chats. Stephen Dixon is here. Taylor Evans, how's it? NZ Warriorsman is in the house. Stephen Dixon. Luke Reich, how you doing? Jacob 1556 is in the house. And I keep losing my little toggle. Mo Lester, how's it, buddy? There's a new name in the chat. Nigel, all the way from the West Coast. Carl Borgfeld, howdy. And Down Under fella. How's it, buddy? How you doing? Rafe is in the house. How's it doing, Rafe? All the way from well across the pond. Thanks for that, buddy. I'll just write your name down. Thank you so much for that. And I think, am I caught up or is it getting away on me? Chris Young, God is great. Welcome, guys, and really glad you can join me tonight. Sorry, I had a total nut of brain fart there. I'm trying to think of other things. Well, I'm not very well organised today, so it's it's been a funny old day actually, to be honest. So I've been writing names down, hundreds of names to put in the barrel. So so tonight it's going to be quite a big night. Still got a couple of in-stream giveaways. So we'll do those in between. I've still got to figure out and decide what I'm actually going to do as the questions. I haven't even written the questions down. I was busy getting the prizes together. So I got a couple of really cool coins. These are more, what would you call them? Novelty type collector's coins. You got an NZ $1 there, commemorative $1, and a Samoan $1. Not silver. I don't think this one is, but yeah, not silver, but pretty cool coins nonetheless. And they will both come with one of the Sluices new stickers. So cheers, Dylan, for those. And everyone, big shout out to Dylan. So they're the 2 prizes tonight. And then, of course, we've got the other really big prize, or 2 prizes in the stream. We'll do those. Thanks, Rafe. Yeah, been not too bad. You probably haven't caught up, but I've had shoulder surgery and been stuck at home for blooming God knows how long. Vanguard Adventure Logs. How's it, my brother? So yeah, Denny Petrovic, how's you doing? So we're also going to do the 4K live stream draw tonight. We hit 4K on Wednesday or Thursday. I can't remember now. I think it was Wednesday, or might have been Thursday morning. And so I posted that video on Friday, just as a reminder. So yeah, it's happening tonight. So we have, what do we got? We've got some gold. We've got a silver hand-poured heart. Couple of t-shirts. This knife, custom CK blade made by me. So this is my little feathers and scales bird and trout knife. So that's going to first place with a gram of gold, some stickers and a t-shirt. And Massive, massive shout out to Jade's Adventures, because he has pretty much just about sponsored this this giveaway. He has supplied me with a couple of his t-shirts. So Jade's Adventures on the front, and then massive Jade's Adventures on the back. So we've got two of these. So first and second prize will get one each of those. Couple of his stickers, couple of my stickers. The gold, the 2 grams of gold has been donated by Jade. So massive, massive shout out to Jade. And then the knife and the silver pour and my stickers, my side of the giveaway. So huge prizes. Then, of course, we do have the end of stream giveaway entries as well. That goes to anybody who is a YouTube member or Patreon member, and anybody who does a super chat during the live draw. What is up for offer at the end of the stream? Well, I am running a competition, and it's basically for a custom CK blade to the value of $300. So that's a fairly decent blade. If you've been following me, you would have seen the handles last live stream of Digger Mike's that he won. We are onto the second knife now. And so far we have Nigel has 2 entries, Jade has 1 entry, Kiwi Kaimawana has 1 entry, Blades Pigging has 2 entries, and Pig Dog has 1 entry. Now the idea is you need 5 to win. So once you reach 5, you are the winner of that draw. And basically at the end of each stream, I pick 2 winners. So 1 out of the patrons and members and 1 out of the super chat. And you go down on the list, and it's the first 1 to 5 wins a $300 custom made CK blade knife. So yeah, so it pays to be a Patreon member. Also being a patron member, you get first access to my videos and a few other bits and pieces on there that YouTube doesn't get. Who else has popped in? I'm seeing a lot of names pop up. NZ Pirate is back. Welcome. Jerry Parker. How's it, brother? Who else have we got there? Johnny Howell, even though he's meant to be in bed, is in the house. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I hope you all got your comment on the original 4K giveaway, because I've got 100 and what have I got? I've got 135 names in here. And now I'm tipping them all out. So I've got 135 names in there, and my 10 or 11 patrons that I have at the moment. You guys are all in there, and we will do a couple of draws during the stream. So you are all in there. I guarantee you there was only 2 or 3 names I had to discard due to not being subscribed, and that was one of the big requirements of the actual giveaway was you must have been subscribed. And sadly, when I looked a couple of them up, they weren't. But hey, you always get that in giveaways. So guys, how are we all? How's your week been? Mine has been pretty cool. Mad Kiwi. Yep, your name is in there, Mad Kiwi, twice. You're in there for your comment and your being a patron. So, cha-cha. So how are we all? How has your weeks been? I'm actually starting to fill my days now. It's really good now that I can let's get rid of that. Now that I can actually do a little bit more and get out and about and drive, I've been visiting a few more people, hanging out with some guys. Also been doing a lot more on my knives. I've got a couple of cool new handles that I've finished that I'll show you in a bit. Also, guys, I went for a metal detect yesterday with Paul. Well, I went with Dylan, and I'm not entirely sure how he went after I left. I know we were pretty much even. Oh no, he was 1 threepence up on me, a nice English threepence. And poor old Mike come for a walk, even though he couldn't go metal detecting. So I thought that was sort of some kind of strange sort of torture for himself, but he really wanted to come out, so that was cool. It gave me something to yak to. And I went out as a bit of a test just to see if I could handle it all left-handed and still carry my digging tool in my right arm, being that I can't use my right arm yet. I'm still on passive movement only. I can't engage any of the muscles in the shoulder yet because my surgeon won't let me. Basically, I've still got 1 more week before I see the surgeon. I actually see him this Thursday, and if he gives us the all clear, my physio can start doing muscle strengthening, which I'm hanging out for, because so far at the moment, my passive movement, I can get my arm right up here now. I can move it all over the place with ropes and pulleys. But the physio said probably about 2 weeks ago I was ready for strengthening exercises. But because the surgeon is a little bit cautious and on the conservative side, he has said no passive movement until we see him, which is next Thursday, or this coming Thursday. So with any luck, I'll be getting some strengthening exercises and well on the road to recovery. But yesterday's little mission, we did just a little park and got a few bits and pieces, got a few pennies, a couple of other coins, nice little watch winder, like a big stand-up watch clock winder type thing, and a nice little silver threepence. But the most important thing was I could handle it. I could swing fine with the left hand. I could drag the big digger beside me with my other arm, as long as I've just got to remember not to lift anything with my other arm and just do everything with my left hand. And it worked fine, and I wasn't sore last night, and so that's quite exciting. So I've actually got a ring recovery tomorrow. Well, actually, I'm going out looking for a little girl's necklace in a park, so that'll be quite cool. So it'll be a chance to just test it again and just see how I go. Shouldn't have to dig any holes because it should be just on the surface. It was only lost yesterday. Yeah, so exciting. Might be able to get out and do some more detecting videos, which will be pretty cool. Not going to overdo it straight away. And to be honest, I still have a million knives I've got to get made. So that'll probably be my main priority. But yeah, it just gives me another option of being able to go out and do some stuff. So that is pretty cool. Oh, late start tomorrow, Johnny. Well, it's good to see you here, buddy. Good to see you here. Oh, Nigel, cheers for that, buddy. I'll get your name in the end of stream draw there. Thanks, my man. And have I got you down? I haven't got you down yet. You are Patreon as well. So 2 names in the drawers for the end of stream. On you, Nigel. Thank you. Jacob. Then you get a message later on that some salts of it. Yeah. It's always the case, isn't it? I found an 1844 full crown. Oh, full crown in the mudflats. Nice. Full crown is still on my bucket list. I haven't found a full crown yet. That would be pretty cool. And one that early. Man, that's real cool. Well done, buddy. Gwillem, welcome, buddy. Welcome to the draw. Your name is in the barrel. I remember that name, so well done. Use a harness, bro, to assist with the swing. Yeah, it's actually not so much the swing, bro. It was more the coordination. Because I always swing the detector with my right arm and dig with my left. So I've completely changed it over now. So I swing with my with my left hand, but when I find a target, I'll swap over and I'll grab the digger with my left, put the detector in my right hand, and then I'll still dig the hole with my left. And I'm pretty much doing everything with my left hand, left arm. So it's just getting that coordination. I look a bit goofy, actually, to be honest. I'm swinging a little bit weird. I've got to try and get that down pat so I get that a little bit smoother. I'm banging the ground a wee bit too much with the left hand. I've just got to get that rhythm going and that technique. It's like learning it all over again, really. So once I get that going, I should be sweet as. Worst case scenario, we'll just I'll get dig a mic out in front of me and he can swing and I'll dig. So only after the 31st though, I dig a mic. So yeah, poor old guy, he's still having issues with his hand, so no digging for a while. Yeah, a bit of a left arm shoulder workout. Oh, not a full gold crown on the list. I've had a gold sovereign. But a full-size crown, Denny, is sterling silver. In fact, that there is a full crown size. They're a massive coin. They're almost 1 ounce of 925 sterling silver. So a very cool coin. I used to have a whole heap of them, but sold most of them to the sluices. But yeah, you don't see many full crowns get found in New Zealand, let alone really old 1800s ones. I've seen a couple of the New Zealand crowns like this. Like that's a full-size New Zealand crown. 1953, and then they did a 1940, the 1942. Dylan, you might remember that number. I can't remember. I think it's 1942. The 1942 is 50% silver. This one's just cupro nickel. But yeah, so these were the only two New Zealand crowns. But Britain did full-size crowns. They were £1 sterling. They were called £1 sterling. They were £1, like a dollar basically. And you don't see many of them found in New Zealand. I've only heard of, oh crikey, two maybe. I think EDC. You're probably the third one I've heard of. So that is awesome. That's a real nice find, buddy. Get Mike to dig for you. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, although he's probably better swinging at the moment with his hand. Yeah, Digger Mike's driving him crazy. You can find 5 sovereign coins or a gold coin bigger than a sovereign. Oh, you can find a 5 sovereign coin, or you'd be lucky if you found a 5 sovereign coin. I think the biggest, I've never heard of anything bigger than a standard size sovereign, but bro, I know guys have bought in doubles and quad sovs, but I've never heard of anyone digging one. That would be epic. I've heard of people digging 5 sovereigns in a day, but not an actual 5 sovereign coin. That'd be huge. God is great. Is the giveaway for only for? Oh, for a start, gold is great. I'm in New Zealand, not in Australia, and it is worldwide. So I will send these 2 packages worldwide, depending on who wins. So Kane Friday, welcome, another new name there. So yep. So basically, I'll say this now as well, just so people, and I'll probably repeat it a bit. When we do the draw, the winner, if you're not in the stream, the winner will have 2 weeks to contact me on Crispy's Kiwi Adventures. So if you're not in the draw, you come back to this video, you watch it through, and your name is drawn. I'm not going to be contacting anybody. You have 2 weeks to contact me. It will be in the description, so keep an eye out for that. So if you do win, and you haven't been in the live stream, you're watching this after the fact, contact me. You have 2 weeks from tonight to contact me. After that, we will do another draw. So I will keep all those names, and we will do another draw. Taylor Evans. Oh, yeah, you've already been here, haven't you? Are you sure New Zealand exists? It is not on every map. We exist, bro. And it's nice being all the way over in the middle of nowhere where nobody knows where we are. I enjoy that fact. In fact, if you talk to a lot of people in America, they've never even heard of New Zealand. So they think they're part of some state in America. So it's funny, actually. Okay, guys, I've got to decide what I'm going to do. What am I going to do? I've got to figure out. We'll do a draw. We'll do one of the draws for one of those coins. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? How many have we got in the chat? 21. So we haven't gotten too big yet. Kiwis are the best. Always super cool to meet one. Thanks, Gwillem. That's the way we like it. Yeah, nobody here. Oh, good luck. Good luck, Kane. No, just half the time we float around in the water. Yeah. Yeah, put down anchor where we feel like we want to be, don't we, Denny? I've talked to people on TikTok live, metal detecting, and yeah, most people do. I mean, New Zealand is definitely on most people's bucket list to come and see. Those who do know about it know how much of a beautiful country it is. Just absolutely stunning. The bush, the mountains, everything's in such close proximity too. We're very, very lucky. Right. What should we do? I think we'll just do the good old number game, eh? Do the good old number game. Right. I have written down a number, so what I'm going to do... Yep, don't forget to smash those likes, guys. Kill that like button on your way in. And if you're heading back out, on your way out, do the same. And yeah, I'm going to type in the chat here. When you see the word go, there will be a number range in front of it. And I can see the computer. Where is it? I'm going blind. Why can't I see that? Oh, there it goes. What a womble. Okay, I'm going to put in a number range, and you have to give me your guess of what it is going to be, all right? I think we've got enough people in here probably that we're not going to crash it. You give me multiple things, I'll try and keep up. And guys, you've got to understand it's what's on my chat. It'll be different to yours, especially you guys overseas. It will be different to yours. It'll be what's on mine. I can flip the camera around and show you, prove it, but it'll be what's on mine. No correspondence entered into. All right, guys, go for it. And I will try and keep an eye out. So, got a number on the back of this card. There we go. I've seen it already. That was super quick. Super quick. So, stop, guys. Stop, stop, stop. We do have an answer. I'll let that scroll through a little bit because that will just keep going for a wee bit. 21. My birthday, the 21st of June. And I did see that quite quickly. So, no more answers, guys. We are there. Well done. So we've got NZ Warriorsman with 23, Kane Friday with 17, Denny Petrovic with 21. Congrats, mate. So Denny Petrovic, I did get that right. Congrats, mate. You get a choice. First up, being that you're the first one, do you want the NZ, it's the NZ Cook Chart $1 or the Samoan $1? Let me know, Denny, Samoa or New Zealand. And you can get first choice. And I'll get the chat back. So just type in the chat NZ or Samoa, Denny. NZ Cook Chart, I reckon. Okay, done. That is yours with the old Sluices sticker. So congratulations. Well done. And for all those who have won stuff off me in the last few weeks, I will get around to sending it. Yeah, I've been a bit slack and lazy, to be honest. So, Denny, flick me through your address again, mate, just so I don't have to go hunting for it. Crispy, cheers, Jade. Crispy's Kiwi Adventures at gmail.com. Denny, whoop whoop. Awesome, mate. Not a Warriors, Denny. Congratulations and thank you. Alrighty, guys. So, I've been busy on the knives this week. I've got a couple more handles that I've done. And these have been a lot more trickier. They've been quite cool handles. They're going to be real fun. One of them is for a good mate called Mark, and he's already actually bought 2 knives off me already. And so the handle I've done for him is pretty much copying what I've already done for him. And some of you guys might actually recognize this handle combination, but it's Rewa Wera or NZ Honeysuckle and Walnut. And then it's got an orange G10 liner on the side of the steel. So that was a real, these are a real mish to make, because you're not only are you gluing together this piece here and trying to get that to close a gap and be nice and tight, you're also gluing it to another substrate. So multiple clamps and carry on going on with these. But the finished product they're just outstanding. They look really nice. This complements the dark timber, nice grain in the walnut, and yeah, this is going on a huge big cleaver. So this is going to be for when he gets home with his possums and hares and rabbits, lopping off the feet, the heads, and all the rest of it. So hopefully this week I'm going to get everything heat treated and get the handles glued on. So hopefully next Sunday we might have some, might even have a couple of finished products. We'll just see how it goes. Denny, thanks heaps for that super chat, my mate. put you in the draw for one of those knife entries. And Jade is hitting me up with another one. Cheers, Jade. Thank you. Much appreciated. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I mean, the handles are probably the most favourite part for me out of the knives themselves. The steel work is fun, but it's all very much of a muchness. They all sort of look the same. They don't take on any character, being just a beveled blade and all the rest of it. It's not till you actually get the handles on them when they take on their own personality and their own look. And so these are the other scales I've got. So this has got a nice little brass bolster on them. And there you go. That's what the brass will look like when it's finished. So this is all polished up already and finished because these are the parts that are going to be closest to the blade. And once they're glued to the blade itself, I won't get a chance to actually get in there with the sandpaper and form them. So what I've done is I've got a slight round on them, just a nice wee round on it, not major. I will take more off the off here later, but because I've got this all set up and done and polished, I don't have to touch that once they're glued onto the blade itself. And that'll end up with a pin through there and then a couple of pins through there. And this timber is rosewood, NZ rosewood. And this is for yeah, the wife of the guy I work with, Josh. This is for his missus. This is going to be her everyday carry. So that's going to be quite cool. And you guys have seen the blade already. And hopefully I'll have this one. I'll try and maybe get this one and, yeah, maybe this one and Mike's one all made up, finished for next week. We'll see how we go. I've got, oh crikey, I think I've got 9 or 10 knives on the go at the moment. So, yeah. So, I love the brass. And so does she. She saw, I did a knife for Josh, and Josh had a big brass pommel on his. And it was a really big one, but his is a big giant knife. And she was like, oh, I want a knife, but it has to have brass on it. so that's they're the handles for her. So that's just going to be her everyday carry for work, just as a little basic knife that'll be a jack of all trades. Kane, choppy chop, stab, has never been so stylish. Thank you. Anyone would be proud to get stabbed. I don't think I'd be proud. I don't think I'd be too keen to get stabbed, even if it was a beautiful knife. Oh, thank you, God is great. I do enjoy it. I've still got a lot to learn and a lot to go, but I really enjoy it, and it's a big process. There's a lot to learn. There's still, yeah, I'm gonna bring in another avenue in the blades themselves, where I'm going to be dipping them in ferrochloric acid, and that will give it a really cool grey look. Almost give it an actual patinaed look and an antique look, which will be quite cool. So yeah. Do you do? I've not done any deer antler handles. I'm not a big fan of deer antler handles, to be honest. I've had a few back in the day, and they've never really fared very well. They've always broken apart on me. In time, after heavy work, the glue does seem to break down. I don't know why, but generally, well, I do. It's at time is a horrible thing. But the thing is with deer antler knives, you don't have a full tang that goes all the way down the knife. You have a hidden tang, which is just basically a piece of metal that actually hides within the handle. So you got a one-piece handle, and then you drill holes into it, you fill it full of glue, and then you squeeze the knife in there. Some knives are screwed through the end. Most of them are just glued. And in time, and lots of bashing, you can actually break down that glue, and the blade and the knife handle separate. So I haven't always been a great advocate of those sort of handles. The flip side is if you do it properly, you can actually pin the front pommel, which can help a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I'd like to do one. I've just never had any antler to do one with, but I'd love to do a couple with yeah, with a nice front brass pommel and then a nice stag antler going out to a point. I think that'd be really cool. And yeah, do that. But I just got to get a bit of antler, to be honest. I ain't going to do that this year because I can't get out and shoot anything. But But yeah, and like I said last live stream, I've got some other really cool ideas as well with the handles using resin. So keep an eye out for those as well. So they'll be pretty cool. Yeah, actually, old Digger Mike has just given me some power shells too. So I'm going to have a wee play around with one of these and cut some bits out of this, and yeah, maybe do some inserts in the handles. Router out, flush mount some power inserts, give them a real Kiwiana type look. I mean, that's beautiful, isn't it? I mean, you probably can't see it that well, but you get a nice piece of that in the middle of the grip of the handle of a knife. That's gorgeous, isn't it? So, yeah. So another option that I'm going to play with, Mike's given me a few of those. I'm going to use a couple of those for displays, and yeah, might attack one of them and turn that into a bit of a knife handle as well. I've got one knife that I'm building for myself at the moment. Well, actually, I've got two. One's going to be for a video coming up, a survival video, and the other one's just going to be a standard knife that'll probably go up for sale. And that's the knife I'm probably going to play around with some nice dark timber, maybe walnut or Queen's ebony, and some nice power. I reckon the contrasting dark green with the beautiful blues and hues of the power, I reckon will look real smart. So, Poor Dad's Adventures, welcome. Hopefully I haven't missed anyone else out if you've snuck in there. Yeah, well, it's not so much brittle. The middle of the antler is a little bit brittle, Ryan. But what a lot of guys do is a lot of guys will bore out as much of the antler as they can, and then they'll put a timber insert in, and then glue to the timber, rather than the actual antler itself, because the antler itself is quite porous. So you end up plugging the antler with a bit of timber and gluing that, and then gluing the actual blade into the timber. So yeah, there's a lot of different ways. I've sort of researched it on YouTube. There's a lot of different ways of putting the handle on, antler handle on a knife. So yeah, but I'm not too keen on getting too carried away on it yet. So you don't need a note, Poor Dad. I'll let you away with it. But what I'm going to do is, I reckon we're half an hour into the stream. I've got a few guys here already. There's going to be a lot that won't be able to make it. A lot of the names were from overseas, and of course it's about middle of the night or early morning in most of the areas in the States. So there are going to be quite a few people that are going to have to watch this later. But how about we draw second place? So second place gets a gram of gold. Now this is fresh gold from Jade's Adventures, 1 gram. The 1 ounce silver heart. That's Crispy's Kiwi Bullion. So this is a 1 ounce heart that I poured. It's 3/9 fine silver. And g'day Arnie. Some stickers, well they're upside down. A couple of stickers. And then stickers from me. And one of those t-shirts that are down on the ground. So we'll just grab Arnie's super chat. Cheers, matey. And we'll put you in the end of stream draw. Arnie C. Arnie, I didn't see your name on the old giveaway comments either. So, should take the lid off first before I go shaking things up, eh? Yeah, I haven't been pouring any silver for a while. I just haven't been able to afford any silver at the moment. But once I'm back at work, it's definitely on the cards. I've got some ideas for some what they call lost wax casting. So actually casting three-dimensional objects like animals, things like that. So having a bit of fun, getting some stuff 3D printed, and then casting it in silver. So yeah, pretty much only limited by my imagination and how much silver people want to pour. So whether you want a bigger, just a little 1 ounce figure or a huge 10 ounce figure. Yeah, it depends how deep your pockets are. It probably was loud. Game air fright too, bro. Game air fright. Right. So I'm going to take one name out of here, and this name, Quinton. Right, I'll get your name down there first before I get carried away. Thanks for that, buddy, and welcome along. Awesome, buddy. Thanks for that, and welcome along. Right. Yeah, pretty much silver statues, figurines, you name it. As long as I can print it, get it 3D printed, Jacob, I will pretty much be able to pour it. Because basically what you do is you do your 3D print, then you do a silicon mold of that, and then you pour wax into that silicon mold, and then you put the wax into your Delft clay, and then you warm that up, you melt the wax out of it, and then you pour your silver into it. So that's what they call lost wax pouring. So, hi, you off to bed? Mm-hmm. Right, 99.
We finished it, right?
Yeah.
And the big guy that was looking after Sweet Tooth, it was like a big fight.
Oh wow, cool. The boys have been watching. No, off you go. You can be. Yeah, no, you better get going. It's already too. It's very. No, it's late. It's late. Come on, guys. Tell these guys to go to bed. They meant to be in bed ages ago. Yeah, Kane said hello. Now, Kane, tell them to go to bed. They should be in bed. There you go. Go to bed, says Digger Mike. Right, off you go. Yep. Okay, right, let's pull one. This is for second place, okay? Second place, guys. Who's it going to be?
Who's that?
J. Rog, 83. Now, chances are this dude is not going to be on the stream tonight. He is from America. But J. Rog, 83, if you see your name, you have 2 weeks to come back to me before we do another draw. So if any of you guys on here know him, let him know. J. Rog, congratulations. You are the first winner, or you are second place winner of that stuff. The gold, the silver, the stickers, and a t-shirt. Congrats, mate. There you go. Jade's just put it up there. Crispy's Kiwi Adventures at gmail.com. Email me your details, proof of your channel, and yeah, we'll go from there and sort it out. Alrighty.
Good night,
Right, now it's bedtime.
Good night. Bye-bye. The thing you just did, was that for the 4K?
That's the second place for the 4K. Yep.
Alright, good night, everybody.
All right, no.
Who was
Close the door.
place?
Nobody yet. Haven't drawn it.
Bye, love you.
Hey, Brax.
Yep.
Come here. Whisper a number in my ear.
Gonna do the same as last time.
A number.
Yeah.
Yep.
If they're old, they know what it is. If they've been here for long.
Okay. Cool.
What did you say?
No. So there you go. Brax has given me my next number. Right. Actually, true. That's a point. Arnie, you are also a member, so I've got to write you down for the end of stream. No, guys. Close that door. Arnie, see, so you are also in the end of stream draw as a member. Cheers, Arnie. Man, they would stay up all blooming night. They love the live streams. They love joining in and chatting. And Brax especially, he loves pulling the names out of the barrel. He loves doing that. He thinks that's just the bee's knees. So what am I going to be doing coming up? I am going to be doing heaps and heaps of hunting and detecting. Since I can do some detecting, or since I didn't struggle yesterday, I'm going to start and try and at least get one video out every couple of weeks. And I've also I haven't had much luck, but I think I'm still going to go out and do some door knocking and maybe explore some areas up some of the riverbeds around here in our local Canterbury. But I want to do some bunny shooting and get out and shoot some bunnies, do some catch and cooks. out of the back of the truck. And also I've got a little night vision attachment to my scope, and basically I want to go out and it does full 1080p recording. So I want to go out and shoot some possums and do some night videos as well. So I'm trying to tee up some properties and places to go shooting privately, just to keep it safe. And also I want to take the boys along and get them into doing a little bit more hunting and all the rest of it as well. And yes, Denny, going to get out and do some more possuming. And so, yeah, so there'll be a few more of those. But the thing is, I can only do what I can do with my shoulder. So there might be a month where there might be a whole bunch of detecting videos or a whole bunch of rabbit hunting, possum hunting videos, purely because it's all I can do at the moment. I can't get too carried away. I have got another design for a knife that I'm going to do, and I'm actually going to do a full build video on that knife as well. And I'm actually going to set a couple of days aside where I just go, once I've got all these other knives done and out to their clients, I'm going to do a build where I just spend 2 or 3 days and just start to finish, video the whole thing, and do a video on how I do my knives. I've had a couple of people comment on how they'd love to see a full knife build right the way through. So that's on the cards as well, but I really need to get those client ones out of the way first. We'll get those done. So that'll be maybe a month down the track. But yeah, like I say, I'm really keen to get out and do some hunting and get a bit of detecting done. Yeah, I've got a place all the way out in the back country. It's an old ice skating rink, 1850s, 1860s ice skating rink. So pretty keen to go out there and have a crack at that and see if there was anything dropped on the lake edge. Who did I just see sneak in there? Kerry Hill. How's it, brother? How you doing? So Denny just sent the deets. Cheers, mate. Thanks for that. Ryan Robinson joined a bit late. What are the numbers for? Sorry. Oh, those. There'll be a draw coming up for a coin, midstream draw, Ryan. So don't panic on that. We did just do the second place drawing, and J Rog 83 won second place for the 4K giveaway, and we'll do the first place fairly soon. We used to use ferrets, and I've watched quite a few videos on guys using ferrets, especially over in the UK. It looks real cool. I could never have a ferret myself, but that'd be pretty cool. Salmon Hunter Sean, how we go about getting a knife made up crispy. Okay, bud, if you want to put an order in, just send me an email, crispieskiwiadventures@gmail.com. I'll flick you my phone details, and then what we'll do is I'll message you a bunch of pictures of the designs I've got. Oh, Jade, you're a legend, mate. You're one of the best mods out there, bro. Thanks so much. Well, I'll send you some pics of my patterns that I've got and what timbers I've got available for handles and what synthetic handles I've got. And then you just basically, pick what you want. They all range in sizes too, so they range from prices from the smallest up to the biggest. I think it's about 250 up to 400, but they include a Kydex sheath. This is Kydex. It's thermoplastic, ABS plastic. It molds to the knife, but once it cools down, it stays where it is. And so they all come with a Kydex sheath, the knife itself, and they come in a display box as well. Nice little display box with some stickers and descriptions and care and all the rest of it written on them. So basically, send me an email, and basically, we just go from there. I'll send you my phone number. We'll just start messaging each other. You can pick a design. I'll let you know how much it is. And go through the whole process, and that's how you get a knife. Too easy, isn't it? Yeah, sweet. Yeah, too easy. There is a little bit of a wait time at the moment, Sean, purely on the fact that I am still only pottering. I've got to still take it easy with my shoulder. So I am pottering. And it's amazing. Yeah, you don't really think about it, but it is amazing how pooped and tired I get. Like, I went for a walk on Thursday up. There's some cool tracks up onto the Port Hills from where we live, not too far away. And they go right up on the top of the Port Hills. They're good tracks. And where I actually my latest video, my latest 4K reminder video, was up on the tops of one of those tracks. And that I did that trek on Thursday, and it's the first time I've really been out for a decent walk. And I mean, I've been going to the gym and been doing a bit of treadmill and bike stuff, but I'll tell you what, halfway up that hill, I was shattered. I was just sucking in air, and I was feeling like an old man. It is amazing just sitting around for eight weeks how much that that fitness just disappears. It just does not take long at all. I couldn't believe just how unfit I was. Felt great, and it was awesome to be out there. The views were mint, and yeah, I just like I wanted to sit up there for ages. It was just such a cool wee spot. And I'll be definitely doing a whole heap more of that. There's quite a few really cool tracks that go straight up the hill, up to the summit road, and then you can also go up to the tops, up onto the actual summits above the road. So I'm going to start doing a few of those. I'm going to try and do at least one a week. Put on the old tramping boots and get a little pack together just to ease my shoulders back into it. And let's try and do one of those per week. I'll just pick a nice day and crank it on up the hill. Yeah, so yeah, it's amazing just how much you lose your conditioning. And even out doing the knives, I sort of, after a little bit of a session of hand sanding, I'm buggered. I'm absolutely shattered, and I've got to come inside, sit down, and just have a rest. It's just like really feel like an old man. No, there's nothing up there, EDC. It's all farmland, so there's no. We've detected the main trails that used to come over from Littleton when the first settlers got here, and we didn't actually get a lot of joy out of there. There just wasn't much. A lot of the tracks that I'm doing are fairly newish tracks, and most of them actually go across farmland. So there's no real history. You might be lucky to find a couple of newish spendy coins, but that'll be about it. Most of the tracks up around where I live are fairly new because it's all been farmland for years. Got someone that can do leather sheaths? No, I don't, but it is on the cards for me to do leather sheaths. Once I probably get back to work, I'll start having a crack at that. I'll buy the guy who I get all my steel from, all my supplies, all my steel, my pins and handle bits and pieces. They do beginner leather kits where you get all the basic stuff to make a leather sheath. So you get couple of bits of leather, the sewing tools, edging tools. Yeah, I think you get a handful of tools. You buy this complete kit, and it gives you all the basic tools you need to make up a leather. Nothing real flash, nothing super special, but the basic tools you need to get started. And then obviously you buy what other tools you need from there, and the more decorative tools that you use for actually decorating the leather. But so I'm going to buy one of these basic kits first, get myself a few bits of leather, and then just have a practice. I'll have a practice on some of my own knives, and then once I get better at it, I will be able to offer both options of having either a Kydex or a leather sheath. Because a couple of my blade designs would look a lot nicer in a leather sheath. And yeah, some of the more tactical knives look way better in a Kydex sheath. Like this one here. This looks mint in this little Kydex sheath. I don't think this would look very nice in a leather sheath. But the flip side, if that had a nice timber handle on it, I could do a nice little basic minimalistic leather sheath that would probably look just as cool. But with that camo tactical handle, I don't think a leather sheath would look good on that. So I would like to have both options. It would be cool to learn how to do the leather. Sweet as Salmon Hunter Sean. That'd be cool. Will you go up to Greenstone Creek to try your luck with gold? I don't even know where Greenstone Creek is there, Mad Kiwi, to be honest. Will you go up to Greenstone Creek? I'm just trying to rack my brain. I'm having a bit of a brain fart there. I wouldn't have a clue. Yeah. Well, that's Kane. That's the knife that is going up for the draw. So that's the 4K giveaway knife. So this is the knife that you guys can win in tonight's giveaway, first place giveaway. So there goes my logo. The antlers, the gold pan, the shovel, and the detector. Oh, up the Wymack. There's no gold up the Wymack. Well, I think apparently there is meant to be gold up the Wilberforce somewhere, but not everybody knows. It's really hard to find. So this is the knife that's going up for first place tonight, guys. Just in case you didn't realise. You should have if you'd seen the video and left a comment. Dean Witt. Howdy. Campbell Kemp. Sweet knife, thank you. Blades Piggin is in the house. Welcome. Get your name down as a patron. Are you a patron? Yes, you are. Blades Piggin. There you are. Welcome, mate. Better late than never. So there you go, mate. You are in the end of stream. Yeah, it is. It's a cool wee knife. It's what I call the feathers and scales. It's my wee bird and trout knife. So it's a real good little fishing utility knife. I would cry if you won that, would you? Oh, please don't. Crispy, do you have wild hogs in New Zealand? We do. They are an absolute nuisance and a pest. And yeah, we hunt them vigorously. In fact, most of the guys that hunt them run dogs, and they use big pig sticking knives to kill them rather than shoot them. So the dogs bail them up, and yeah, then you come in and coup de grace right through the heart, and yeah, so pretty much you're a bit of a hard man to go out pig hunting here in New Zealand. Otherwise, you can shoot them with your rifle, but you don't. They're pretty wily old buggers. You don't generally see them much out in the open during the day unless they're really hungry and feeding up, or travelling between the natives. Generally, they are yeah, Blades Piggin. He's right into his pigs. Nah, you haven't missed it. We're still going, bro. So yeah, there are bigs. You can get some pretty big boars. Big 180, 200 pounders over here. Rip your dogs up real good, and taste great. Got big old wild pig over the spit. Can't beat it, eh? I'm still actually yet to shoot a pig. I've shot deer, tar, chamois, and all the rest of it, and goats and all the rest of it, but I have not yet actually shot myself a pig. I've bailed a couple with my uncle up in Blenheim when he was alive and I was a wee young fella. We had a couple of really good bails. Had a couple of real hairy moments too, where I was running up the nearest cabbage tree. We got between a sow and its piglets, and she was not very happy, and she pretty much charged us and chased us. And of course, my uncle never carried a gun; he only had his knife. And the dogs boosted, and my uncle run past me, screaming, "Run, run, run!" So I got hot on his heels, and he went straight up a cabbage tree. So I went straight up the next tree beside him. There's another cabbage tree, and this thing was just chewing the bottom of the cabbage tree. She wanted us, eh? She was going to have us. So I've never been more scared in my life. But yeah, it was a bit of a giggle. I think that was pretty much my second or third go at actually chasing pigs too with my uncle. So he thought that was a great story. He told that many a time while he was still alive. But yeah, most people chase them with dogs, and every now and again you might stumble across one with the rifle and get one shot. So, oh, Dylan's back again. No, mate, we've drawn. We have drawn the second place winner, Dylan. And it wasn't you. So second place has gone. We've done one in midstream draw for a coin, and I reckon we might do another draw now for a coin, do another number draw, and then after that we will do the big main draw for the knife and the gold. What do you reckon, guys? So we've got, what do we got? We've got a Samoan $1 coin, crown size $1 coin, and a sticker from the Sluices. Now these are his latest sticker, the new ones. So if you hit him up, I'm sure he'll be able to either sell you one or give you one, whatever he's going to be doing with them. So yeah, I've got a number courtesy of Braxton. He whispered it in my ear, so it's in here. I'm going to give you the number range again, and you guys can give me some answers. And it's going to be the same again, believe it or not. Right. Oh, there you go. Sluice has said he is happy to give them away. I figured he might have been. He's got millions of them. He got a pretty good deal. That's actually where I'm going to get my new stickers from. It's a pretty cool place. There you go. Dean wants a sticker, Dylan. So go hit the sluices up. Check out their page, Dean, and I'm sure he will hook you up. I shot one smack in the head with a crossbow. Chris dropped like a... Bet you did, mate. Bet you did. Those crossbows are pretty gnarly. I'll bring a bunch on the Patreon trip. Hey, yeah, I was actually going to talk to you about that, Dylan. Do you realise that that weekend is actually Mother's Day weekend? I was planning on coming along with that, even though I can't sluice and all the rest of it. I was planning on coming along to that, and a few other people I know were planning on coming along to that until we've realised it's actually the 14th is actually Mother's Day. So I can't actually make it now, bro. So I don't know if you want to change that or whether you're going to stick with it, but I would have loved to have come. If you keep it that date, I'm definitely not going to be able to come, so it's a bit gutting. But yeah. Just a heads up on that one, bro. Just a heads up. I was going to actually talk to you about it yesterday. I completely forgot about it. But yeah, just a thought. You might not get as many people as you could if it was another weekend. Just putting it out there. So guys, let's do a number draw. I've got it written in here. Once you see the number range and the word go, just go for it. Multiple answers. And again, guys, like I said, it's what's on my chat. Go for it. How quick are we going to get it this time? Oh, no, not so quick. Here it's go. Oh, there it goes. It's going to roll. It's going to roll. I'm going to have to go back up and see if I can find it. No, still not. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Okay, we do have it. Stop. Stop, guys. We do have an answer. Okay, and it did take a wee while, but the answer was 12. Care of Brax. 12. And if I go back, that took quite a while. I will just double check, because that did take a while. No. Double check. And if my mods can just double check, you'll probably see it as well. I have Gwillem. And I hope I'm saying your name right. Gwillem. We had a friend I had a colleague work with me for a while. His name was spelt the same and he pronounced it Gwillem. So Gwillem B. You are the winner, bro. Congratulations. Like I say, I hope I'm saying your name right. Arnie says guillotine. So Gwillem, you have won this cool coin and a sticker care of the sluices. So if you can just email me your address, mate, crispyskiwiadventures@gmail.com, and I will get that flicked away to you. I'm not quite saying it right. Oh, well, I do apologise if I'm not saying it right. Stephen, this is a funny story. Me and a mate were heading to a spot on the terraceil. There was a big... terraces maybe. There was a big pig. He whacked it and it ran down the road. White line. Strange. Is that right? Yeah, leaking out of both sides, you reckon, was it? Nice. Yeah, hey, sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, Gwillem. Nobody does. It is more like Guillaume. Okay. Guillaume. Is that right? So all the L's are silent. Guillaume. And I'm guessing you're French? Because I know the guy that worked for us, Gwillem, he was French. Yeah, you got it? Okay, Guillaume. Guillaume. Yeah, Guillaume. And I'm guessing you are French. Yeah, it's interesting because his name was spelt exactly the same, but he told us Gwillem. You're in Montreal, Canada. Okay, that's maybe why it's pronounced different. He was from France. and his name was spelt exactly the same. Oh, you do speak French? Oh, okay, very cool. Yeah, he was from France, and he told us it was Gwillem, like Willem, but with a G. So, well, there you go. You learn something every day. So very cool. Oh well, like I say, just flick us through an email, and I will get that in the mail to you. It probably will take a wee while, being that you're way away from me. But don't fear, I will get it underway and get it to you. Congratulations. Right. I don't really have anything more to talk about because all I've been doing is knives and that's about it. Maybe next week we might have a little bit more show and tell. Might have some cool finds. All I found yesterday was a couple of pennies and a New Zealand threepence. So, yeah, nothing really to write home about. Nothing too exciting. But maybe if I can get out a couple of times this week, we might have something a bit better to show. And hopefully next week I can have a couple of finished knives. And I know there'll be a few people that'll be rather happy if I do. Being that they've been waiting for quite a while, some people. Sadly, some of the knives that came through, some of the orders that come through were just pretty much just after I had my surgery, and there's just nothing I could do. So nice EDC. Cool. So what we might do is we might just rip the old band-aid off, so to speak, and get into it. What do you reckon? We do the big 4K draw, and then we'll do the draws for the Patreons and the Super Chats for the end of stream knife giveaway. Was a 3-pence in the... Yeah, good luck with that. If I got a 1935 threepence EDC, you can guarantee it would be up here and I'd be showing you. My goodness. 10 pegs are sweet, Kerry. I've got a bunch of them in the truck still. Been using them heaps. Of course, the last, basically, we used them at Christmas time. And then after that, after my surgery, I haven't been out doing much at all, Kerry. I'm not sure if you're aware, if you've caught up. I had surgery on my shoulder, and I've been housebound I've been housebound since February. And I've only just in the last couple of weeks been able to get out, drive, and lose the sling. So yeah, she's been a hard couple of months for the beginning of this year, bro. It's been frustrating. Alrighty, guys. So let's do the 4K giveaway. Again, you don't have to be here, but there will be a 2-week grace. So hopefully you guys will watch, or yeah, those who aren't here will watch the video. After that, we will do another draw. Say 2 weeks, we'll do another live stream draw, and hopefully, yeah, I'll put a reminder out maybe or something like that. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully they'll get snapped up during the week. All right, this is for the big one. The big one. Sounds good past your bedtime, is it? Yeah, I sort of forget about that when you're not. Well, actually, I lie. I do actually. I get up at about. I take my eldest son to work, and we're out the door at about 6 o'clock most mornings. So I actually do get up fairly early still too. Right. Do I have one? I do. Got one here, guys. This is it. This is for the big one. Who's that? Silver Taniwha. Silver Taniwha is not in the stream tonight. So anybody who knows him, let him know. He has just won the first prize 4K giveaway. I actually know Silver Taniwha, but I am not going to contact him because that would be unfair. But if anybody knows him, let him know. Silver Taniwha, you are the winner. 4K. You have just won this knife. Beautiful little feathers and scales knife. $1 gram of gold. courtesy of Jade's Adventures. A bunch of stickers and a Jade's Adventures t-shirt. So congratulations, Silver Taniwha. That is just awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well done and congratulations. Make sure your name doesn't go anywhere. So guys, again, JRog83 and Silver Taniwha, you have 2 weeks from tonight to get in touch with me on email, crispyskiwiadventures@gmail.com. Give me your address, proof of your channel on the email, and we will hook up getting those prizes sent to you. Well done. Congratulations. Yeah, no doubt if he sees this video, he is going to be over the moon. He will flip out. I know he will. He's been eyeing up a knife for a while, actually. That's just nuts. And so guys, just to prove it, they are 130 something names in here. Daryl USA. Let's see, who else have we got in here? Jeff T. Oh, Digger Mike, there you go. Who else have we got in here? Ricky Grisnell. Memoirs of a Prospector. So yeah, 150 odd names in there. So congratulations, everybody. Good job. I will put these names, in fact, I'll get them all out now because we're going to need this barrel. I will save those and we will do a draw again in 2 weeks if necessary. Hopefully we will be able to get those prizes out. But otherwise, yeah, we'll do another draw in 2 weeks' time if that doesn't get sorted. I think Silver Taniwha will probably definitely contact me. He does watch my videos, and he always is gutted when he misses my live streams, so no doubt. But J-Rog, yeah, if anyone knows him, let him know. Blades Piggin comes in with a last minute one. Thanks, buddy. Blades Piggin, definitely worth a couple of entries into the end of stream there. Well done, guys. You are a world famous exaggerator. Just kidding. Kane Friday. Hello, the Sluices. You are a world famous exaggerator. Just kidding. I love that. Especially with his massive nuggets and his huge flakes. Oh, I love his videos. He's a cool guy in person too. You've got to meet him. He's a top bloke. But yes, he does. He loves his gold, and I think it's more the fact that he gets very excited when he sees a piece of gold, no matter how big it is. Everything's massive to him. Still that what was it, 1.97 gram nugget you found with me? I was under the water and I could hear him screaming. It was hilarious. He just, man, yeah, I thought he was going to have kittens, but yes, I do like that. World famous exaggerator. That's hilarious. Hang on there, Blades. I'll just get your entries in here. You would agree, wouldn't you, Jade? He's a very excitable young chap, isn't he? Alrighty, so we will do the patrons and members first. Your ears were burning, were they, Dylan? You hear me talking about you? Cheers, guy. It's too much fun, eh? Like Christmas every time you find it. Is like that, eh, bro? It is. I mean, you never know what you're going to find, and then all of a sudden you pull it out, and of course everything looks way bigger underwater too. You got to remember that. But I mean, every little piece you pull out, it feels like an absolute score. Like you've won the lottery almost. It's you put in all that hard work, you put on all that research, the hard work, the digging, the walking, the hours, the travel, and you find that nice piece that you can actually pick up and it's half by decent, and it is. It's such an amazing feeling. It is just, it's hard to explain. It's really hard to explain, but it is. It's a really cool feeling. And you probably watch me in my videos, and I'm exactly the same. I'm like, woohoo, get really excited. But yeah, Yeah, Dylan's definitely next level though, isn't he? Right, guys. Patrons and members, who's it going to be for another entry into the knife drawer? Yeah, so isn't he, Jade? Who have we got? Arnie C. Awesome, buddy. Arnie C. That is your first entrance into the blade giveaway. So I will write your name down. Arnie C. You now have one entry beside your name. So you've got to get 4 more entries, mate, and you get to win a new knife of your choice. How cool would that be? Right. What, says Arnie? Yeah, you just won yourself something. Although not quite. You're on the road for it, though. Come to my live streams, mate. Keep coming and win another 4 times, and you get to pick out a knife of your choice of the value up to $300. Made by me. And pattern picked by you, style picked by you, handles picked by you. So, Silver Tanifa, welcome to the chat. Now, you've just missed out on the Patreon, and actually that doesn't matter with you anyway. But does anybody want to tell Silver Tanifa what has just possibly happened in tonight's stream? I hear there was some news. Somebody's got in touch with you already, haven't they? Who got in touch with you, Silver T? Who let the cat out the bag? Come on, Silver T, spill the beans. Who let you know? Who just messaged you? That would be NZ Dirt Pirate. Good on you, buddy. Thanks for that. I knew one of you would be able to let him know. I just didn't feel it was fair that I did. So Silver T, I sort of said to everybody, if they knew you, let you know, because I didn't think it was fair that I knew you and I could have let you know. But your name, Silver Tanifa, won the 4K giveaway out of 150 entrants. So there was 150 names in the barrel before, and your name got picked out. So, buddy, you have a gram of gold. So there's a gram of gold in there, care of Jade's Adventures. Bunch of stickers from Jade's Adventures and from me. I'll just reach down here, grab this. You have won a t-shirt, Jade's Adventure t-shirt. Okay, and the big one, you have won this cool little CK Blades Feathers and Scales bird and trout knife. This is all yours, bro. So I will make up a display box for it, put a wicked edge on it, and send it up to you. So if you just want to email me your details, mate, your address, so save me hunting through all my messages and bits and pieces, and this will be on its way to you. So congratulations! Woohoo! Yeah! Legend, bro. Legend. Congratulations. Stoked for you. And J Rod 83, he won second prize. So the gold and the silver. So, well done, mate. New letter opener. Flip, mate. That thing will splice through everything. It will be sharp, so don't cut yourself. I hold no disclaimer on what you do to yourself with it. I did only see. That is one of my CK blades. I've been making knives for a wee while now, Arnie. So yeah, this is, there goes my little logo, and you might recognise that off the sticker. It's the gold pan, the antlers, the shovel, and the detector. So yeah, and this is a laminate G10 handle, three color camo with brass pins and lanyard, and yeah. So this is just a little bird and trout knife. So I make knives all the way up to really big survival type knives, bowies, and then I got a couple of other different knives. If you probably, yeah, you might find, oh, knock the camera, you goose. Oh, okay, sweet. I use 1084 high carbon steel, and then I temper it and harden it myself to about a 60 to 65 Rockwell, just using the heat and quench mode, and then temper it in the oven for two 2-hour sessions. So it gets tempered for 4 hours, and an oil quench, and that gets it to about between 60 and 65 Rockwell. Holds a very nice edge. I've got a couple of guys who use them out in the field, and they say it keeps an edge really well, stays sharp for quite a long time, and then when they come to sharpen it, even on a steel, it comes up razor sharp. A friend of mine, Mark, who I'm doing another knife for him at the moment, and who these handle scales will be going on a big cleaver for him. Yeah, and so he uses them for his job basically, and he bought one for his missus who works on the farm, and that's her everyday carry that she uses every day for dressing out the animals. And yeah, they reckon they go through about 6 or 7 to 8 animals before they need to tickle it up, and even then it just needs a tickle, he said, and it comes back super sharp. So really happy with that. That's real great feedback. So the tempering and hardening process is working, and yeah. Plus 1084 high carbon steel it's a very good beginner steel, very easy to harden, and it will take an edge very easily. The only downfall is if you don't look after it, it will rust and stain. But once I start using this ferrochloric acid and start staining the blade, that might protect it a little bit more as well. So we'll see how that goes. Why aren't you guys in bed? Get to bed. I've got little eyes poking through the door here. So yes, Arnie's, I've been making knives for a while now, and if you want one made or you want to see some patterns and bits and pieces of what I do make, I just send me an email at Crispy's Kiwi Adventures, and I'll send you some pics. And if you want one made, we can work through it. The sheath is made. That sheath there is made from Kydex, and that's a thermoplastic. So you heat it up and you mold it around the knife, and then once it cools down, it stays in that shape, and then you just rivet it together. And also by using the Kydex, you're able to get a you hear that click? That's like a positive lock. It holds it in there. That knife will not fall out. They're also fully waterproof, stain proof, and you just wash it up. And a little bit more tactical looking than the likes of a leather sheath. And then you can mount really cool tactical clips to these. Belt clips. There's quite a lot of belt clips on the market for them, or you can make up your own, or you can tie it to a belt or to a pack or a fishing vest, or you just throw it in your tackle box, because this one is more probably going to get thrown in a tackle box, being that it's a fishing knife, and or in a bag or something. So I haven't put a belt clip on it, but yeah. Right, I'll just catch up with the skills. I'll send you an email soon. Oh, okay, hang on. What's he saying? He said something, I missed it. So thank you. Oh, good man. Cool. Yeah, definitely. It's rigged, Mick. Not at all, buddy. You saw my hand in there. 150 odd names in that barrel. Yeah, I try and make it as best as I can. I'm not a tech freak, so I don't know how to do those fancy wheel things, but you need to find a tiny crucible. Are you going to be melting some gold, Arnie? Yeah, I'm going to get myself a little one. I'd like to do a gold melt. Right. It will be off limit. Yeah, definitely, mate. It will be sharp. It will come up very sharp. Crispy, I will send you an email soon. Talk about Christmas came early. Ooh, cool bananas. Sounds exciting, bro. Sounds exciting. Good night, everyone. Off to sleep. Big day. Oh, good luck, EDC. Hope you find something epic. Yeah, that's why it clicks, Arnie. So it's got a positive, you mold the kydex around it. Mick Ellis. It is from Gameco. Yeah, I use Gameco for everything, Mick. I get all my steel from Gameco, all my kydex, all my synthetic handles. I've got another timber dealer up north that does all my native timbers. But anything synthetic, my pins, my brass pins, all my steel, all my tools, my belts, even my sander came from Gameco. I get everything from them. We've got a, I know they're Australian based, but up in Masterton, up north, we have a New Zealand supplier of the Gameco Artisan Supplies, and I get all my gear from there. So it's pretty cool. So actually, even though they're Australian based, I can put an order in and have most of my stuff, as long as it's in stock, will be on my door within about 2 days. So it's real cool. So I don't have to think ahead. Yeah, it is Gameco Sydney, Mick, but it's like I say, we've got a factory or a warehouse up in Masterton, up north in the North Island of New Zealand, and they carry a lot of stock. And so anybody who orders in New Zealand gets all their stock from, rather than it coming over from Sydney, it comes from up north. So we can actually have our stuff on our doorstep within a couple of days, as long as they have the stock. Some of the steels are a little bit harder, but like I won a big sheet of a nickel based steel. It was still a high carbon steel, but it was nickel as well. And I won a big sheet of it, and that took a while because they didn't have that, and that came from Australia. And I think that took about a week and a half. Still not that bad when you consider the grand scheme of things. I get pretty much everything from Gameco, mate. It's cool. They're a good company. They've got a rep here in Christchurch. I've actually met him and had a couple with him, and good bunch of guys. Oh, Mason Waller, you are late to the party, bro. We're just about to do the Super Chat giveaway, end of stream giveaway. Just about to do that. Mason, the two big 4K prizes have been drawn. J-Rog83 won the second prize of the silver and the gold, and Silver Tanifa won the knife and the gold, and all the other bits and pieces. So, got some. Yeah, Kydex is cool like that, eh, Mick? I'm looking at building a survival knife that's going to have a big chopper type knife in it, and then on top of that, on the outside of that, I'm going to put a little Kydex sheath that's going to have a Leatherman in it, a Leatherman set of pliers, multi-tool type thing, and also a fire starting rod, like what do they call it? A ferrule rod or whatever it is. So it's all going to be mounted onto the actual sheath itself. So it's going to be a big multi-tool type knife that's going to have all the options. So you have that on your side. You have your knife, and the knife's a big chopping knife. So you'll have a knife, semi-chopper type hatchet knife, your fire starter, and then also a multi-tool to do other chores with. It'll be a bit of a beast, but everything will be right there on your belt. So quite looking forward to that. Ferro, that's the one, Mick. Ferro rod. So I'm going to build one of that. So that's one of the knives I've actually got out in the garage that I'm going to do. But anyway, guys, let's do this final super chat draw. And again, guys, thank you so much for your generosity. It means an absolute huge amount. You're back. Had to explain over the top hyperactive excitement. Good on you though, buddy. Hey, you're welcome. You're allowed to be excited. Just major score, major score. Right, guys. So this is for the super chat. So this is for another. Just get the one. This is for another entrance into the knife drawer, and it is Jade. Jade. Yep. Jade's Adventures. You've got another one beside your name. So, we'll just write that down. Jade. So just so you guys can see, so we've got Jade gets another one beside his name, and of course we've got Arnie C in there as the new one tonight as well. So there you go, guys. Congratulations, guys, to Jade, Arnie, J Rog 83, and Silver Tanifa. Awesome prizes, guys. Well done. And like I say, flick through Kiwi Kai Moana. You are a bit late, buddy, but it's all right. We're just about to call it quits, and we've done all the draws. Sorry, bro, and sadly you didn't get anything, but oh well, it's the way it all rolls, isn't it? Yeah, so Jade, you've got another one for that knife. So I think we've got Nigel with 2, Jade with 2, and Blades Piggin with 2. So they're the 3 in the lead at the moment. But like we saw last time, it could go either way, or anyway. You just never know. So congrats, guys. I don't even need to really win it. Who wouldn't want a free knife though, Blade? Hey? Right, guys. Oh, all the bourbon was sitting at the bottom of that one. Right, guys. Thank you so much for your support. Much appreciated. Here's trouble. I'll put it away.
Scored.
You're showing all our pimples.
Yeah. Tell them about my game on Saturday.
Your game? Where the ball bounced off your head luckily and actually went in the goal? Now, Ethan had his first game on Saturday. Now you're in first division this year, aren't you?
Yep. 19s.
Yeah, so they're playing 19s. They've been bumped up to first division this year, and they won their first game quite convincingly. 6-1. Ethan got 1 goal, headed in a beautiful corner, and then he assisted another 3. And beautiful assist, just pinpoint accuracy. Very proud of him. So, yeah. So there you go. Alrighty, guys, but I am going to... Oh, Silver Tanifa says, hey, Squeaks, you're still scrawny. He's actually a bit of a weapon at the moment, Silver T. He's pretty scary. Yeah, he's a tough guy. He thinks he's tough, Mick. I can still beat him in a arm wrestle with my left arm, so he's still got a wee way to go. But more gardening videos. Yeah, Kiwi Kai Moana. I do have some gardening videos coming up. I'm actually toying around with some ideas of going. I'm going to turn that whole area into a. I've got to pull everything out because everything's died, done its dash, and we've got all our veggies out of there now. So it's just sitting there doing nothing at the moment. I'm being a bit slack, but I'm actually thinking of putting in some vertical hydroponic towers. They're called aeroponics, and they have no soil whatsoever. It's all just purely water. So I'm thinking about making my own ones. I've just got to do a bit of research. And I'm also going to create a glass house because we had some cauliflowers and some broccoli in there, and the white butterflies have just monstered them and just desecrated them. So I don't know if we're going to get a crop out of it or not. And if we do, it's going to be pretty pathetic. My bad, because I sort of neglected it while I was in getting surgery and housebound, and I didn't even go around the back and I didn't even think about it because it just wasn't on my mind. So we're pretty much going to pull everything out, turn all the soil, and then we're going to plant our winter veggies. But I'm also going to look at these hydroponic towers and maybe do some of those because they're a space saver for a start, and they're super expensive to buy, but I reckon I can jerry-rig one up pretty cheap out of some scrap bits and pieces. The Spring Fairy, why did you get surgery? I blew my shoulder out last November, just before Christmas. And in February, ACC finally came to the party and I had surgery, reconstructive surgery on my shoulder. And at the moment, I am on ACC and I've got a seven-month recovery. Can't work, not allowed to work. In fact, I'm not even allowed to move my arm and use my shoulder at the moment. I had the surgery in February and I spent the first 6 weeks at home in a sling, not allowed to drive, stuck at home, not allowed to do anything. it was a prison sentence. It was murder. Horrible, horrible. But yeah, I'm recovering nicely now anyway. So how many kids do I have? We got 4. So that was my eldest. You saw the 2 boys, and then I've got a little girl as well.
5 including you.
Yeah, Ness says 5 including me. Yes, please. That'd be lovely. So yeah, I'm probably the biggest kid out of all of them. Silver Tanefa says hi, doll. Oh yeah, she says hi back. She heard me. So yeah, freaking stupidly annoying white flies. Yeah, yeah, they've come down, eaten what they had, left the caterpillars, and then by the time I found them, caterpillars had just desecrated the especially the cabbages. So yeah, so it's definitely got that. Those vids, Kiwi Kai Moana, will probably go straight onto my Patreon though, rather than going on to YouTube as much. I find I don't get too many views on YouTube with that sort of carry on. So they will be probably kept for the whole garden thing. I'll probably keep on my Patreon for those who, even those guys are probably not interested either. But I'll put it on there. So if you are interested in my garden and the ongoing side of having a space saving, non-intrusive vegetable garden. So my whole entire vegetable garden is in planters. We're in a rental, so we can't dig a plot and have a permanent garden, so it's got to be temporary. So I've based the whole entire garden itself in planters, pots, and different ways of having a garden without having a garden plot. So great for those who are in a city, maybe just have a balcony or a little room out the back of an apartment, or like us in a rental, massive section, but we can't dig it up, so it's all got to be portable and transferable. And so yeah, I put the first couple of videos on YouTube, and then everything from then on has been on Patreon. So if you are keen to follow that and follow the odd vlog that I do and catch up and bro check and all the rest of it, then please, by all means, jump on my Patreon, and it's another way of supporting my channel as well. I know what you mean, every garden video I make is, yeah, it's just one of those things, mate. I have a couple of people who are pretty keen and interested on it, so they watch it on Patreon, and we'll just go there. Need a second video. Mate, if I split all my stuff up, Mick Alice, I'd have about probably half a dozen blooming channels. So I've got other hobbies, mate, that I don't even talk about that I can make videos out of. So, oh yeah, yeah. Spring Fairy, how did you start your channel? I basically, about 4 or 5 years ago, I used to watch a lot of Josh James, Kiwi Bushman, and Clay Tall Stories. They were 2 very prominent New Zealand YouTubers, and I always used to love what they did. In fact, I used to watch Josh James, me and my kids, when he first started about 10 years ago. We used to watch his videos, and we used to love him. Absolute icon here in New Zealand. He's a real character. And I watched a couple of other guys who were doing metal detecting videos, and I thought, oh, surely I can make a couple of videos of what I do. And I just got myself a little wee GoPro, the wee square ones, and I just started making videos. I was editing them on my iPhone and posting them, and I've just slowly grown from there. So I have plans on making the channel a lot bigger, and I'd love to be ultimately in maybe 5 to 10 years' time a full-time YouTuber, full-time social media, just doing videos and adventures. And also my biggest goal, and I've talked about this forever, is to be able to take subscribers out on hunts, adventures, gold mining, deer hunting, metal detecting, you name it, four-wheel driving. I'd like to be able to take subscribers out on adventures. Basically, you come over, spend a weekend with me, we go out, go to a local claim, have a dig around, get some gold, come back, make a video out of it, and you're the main star, basically. So that's my biggest goal. But yeah, I've got to sort the shoulder out and get back to work and earn some coin again so I can afford to do all that carry on. But yeah, I was hoping to really start kicking things off this year, but the shoulder has really slowed me down. But yeah, next year we'll get there. And also want to have a YouTube, a website to sell my knives and other bits and pieces. Get back into the possum trapping as well to finance the channel a bit more. I know a lot of you guys love those Love those possum trapping videos. So try and get back into that. In fact, that's something I'm going to try and look at. I've just got to tee up getting away from home. You saw the big fella there. He's just started working, but he hasn't got a vehicle, so we take him to work. So there's a bit of juggling with that. So doing an overnighter at the moment. I've got to tee it up for the weekend. So, but hoping to do a couple of possum trapping videos coming up soon as well. So yeah, process, mate. It is slow. Oh, it's a very slow process. Hey, once this is done though, I've just got to look at the big picture. It's just a delay in the timeline. Just got to be positive about it. I tell you one thing though, sitting around at home and watching other people's channels, I am processing a lot, getting lots of ideas, writing a lot of stuff down. It's one thing Clay's always said is to write your goals down, write stuff down. So I've been writing a lot of things down of what I want to do, where I want to go, what I want to make videos of. I've got a lot of ideas. I'm going to get myself a new wetsuit come summer and a spear gun. So I'm going to start doing a little bit of power, cray and spearfishing up around Kaikoura and around Akaroa and stuff like that. So it's another little added thing into my channel. I'm also going to do some survival videos of where I just go out for 2 to 3 days with just a knife and say a knife and some paracord, or just a rifle and 5 things of ammo, and that's it. Rifle and a knife or something, and just go out, build my own shelter, live off what I can shoot or trap and kill. And yeah, going to do some of those videos. That's what I'm building one of my knives for. So I've got a big library of things that I want to do that I just can't do at the moment. So yeah, once I get back, I think next summer there are going to be a huge influx of big top quality videos that I'm going to do that have been probably most of this year in the making. So it's really exciting. It's going to be really, really exciting. Yeah, mate, I'll probably, I might even hit you up, Kiwi Kai Moana, and see if you can teach me the ropes. I haven't done it before. I've been out once with a Hawaiian sling, and that's it. So I've never shot a spear gun or anything like that. I've dived for power before. That's not a major, but yeah, it would be good to get a bit of tuition on that, mate. Montanau dives, nice. Yep, cool. So yeah, hopefully, yeah, Survivor crispy edition, something pretty much like that. Silver Taniwha. Basically, I will go out with nothing but the clothes on my back, some camera gear, and maybe 2 or 3 tools, or 1 weapon and a knife. And basically, what I shoot, I eat. I build a shelter, make fire, live off the land. Basically, really excited about those videos. Clay's done a couple, and they've done really well. I want to take them to the next level and just go real hard out. Yeah, so lots coming up, guys. Lots coming up. Oh, I don't have a favourite hunting spot, Spring Ferry. I go all over the place. I hunt Kaikoura, the West Coast. I'm actually trying this summer. I'm going to try and get down to South Canterbury a bit more. It's an area I've never really hunted much, and I'd like to do a lot more down there. So no Silver Taniwha. I am not going to do a Naked and Afraid. I will get banned so fast from YouTube, it won't be funny. Nobody wants to look at my fat puku running around. Oh, dude. No. Yes, Mick Ellis, I do have a PLB, and I'm also looking at, hopefully by next Christmas, I'd like to have a little Garmin InReach as well, just as a secondary backup. So I have the PLB, and the InReach will also give me the second PLB, but it'll also give me access to weather forecasts, and also being able to send texts back to Ness to let her know that I am okay and yeah, where I want to be, or everything's going sweet, or I'm on my way home, or whatever. So I'm real safety conscious, Mick. So I do have all of that sort of stuff posted on OnlyFans. Yeah, I'd have to pay you guys to watch it though. That's anything. I wouldn't make any money on OnlyFans. I'd have to pay everybody to come and watch. I ain't that good looking under here. I'm getting a bit wrinkly and old and pasty. Unless that's your thing. Right, this is going downhill very fast since Silver Taniwha's got here. Naughty boy, Silver Taniwha. Right, we'll call it quits. Post on Only Bros. Yeah, cheers, Silver. Thanks heaps for all your support, guys, and getting me to 4,000 subscribers. Yeah, at one point there, I didn't think that was going to happen. I was yo-yoing up and down. It was weird. So, but thank you so much for your support, guys. It's been awesome. Massive shout out to Jade's Adventures. Everybody needs to go and hook him up, subscribe if you haven't, and check out his videos. He's pretty much the main sponsor of his one. And also, actually, that's another thing. Jade is doing a giveaway at the moment too. So go and check out his channel. Check out the videos. I think most of them are shorts. Check those out. He is giving away some gold at the moment, and he is doing a push to... You're doing a push to 3,000 subs, aren't you, Jade? So he's trying to get to 3,000. Head on over there. If you haven't subscribed to Jade, jump on his channel, be a subscriber, hit that bell, comment in the giveaway videos, and hopefully you might be able to win some gold as well off Jade. So hook him up. Cheers, bro. Thank you so much for your support, and thank you to everyone else as well. It's been absolutely awesome. It's been a pleasure, Mick. Absolute pleasure. It's always a pleasure. So, have a great week, guys. Be safe, be good, and until the next one, happy hunting. See you guys. Have a great week. Oh, congrats, Silver T, you lucky tin bum.